Did you know that the Brihadeeswarar Temple is considered the world's oldest granite temple? The magnificent Brihadeeswarar Temple is located in the little village of Thanjavur in the southern Indian state of Tamil Nadu. Rajaraja I, the Chola emperor, constructed it between 1003 AD and 1010 AD. Atop the Sanctum Sanctorum stands the 216-foot-tall tower, one of South India's highest structures. This temple is also considered one of the finest examples of Chola architecture. The shape of the temple complex is rectangular. The edifice is divided into 5 main sections: the sanctum, which has a soaring superstructure. In front there is the Nandi Hall, the main communal hall in the middle, the big gathering hall, and the pavilion that connects them. A water moat that once surrounded the property has now been filled in. The temple is surrounded by 2 strong walls with elaborate gates called gopurams. These gates are enormous buildings with intricate carvings. The outer gopuram is referred to as the Holy Gate of Kerala. Rajaraja Chola's last name was Kerala. Raja John Thiruvazal is the name of the inner gate. It has relief work illustrating tales from numerous Hindu religious books and is more decorative than the first. The inner gate is surrounded by a sizable courtyard that is intended for circumambulation and has covered and pillared verandas called all around it. The focal point of this courtyard is the main shrine. A Nandi Mandapam, a temple for Kartikis, and a shrine for Parvati are there in addition to the main shrine. A large monolithic stone measuring in height 13 feet and in length 16 feet serves as the foundation for the main Nandi. The Nayaka era is thought to be when the Nandi Mandapam and the Nandi were built. It has an outer wall and an inner wall that work together to provide a path to move any sacred object or idol around the sanctum. The entrance also has elaborate decorations. Massive walls with intricately sculpted surfaces enclose the sanctum. The Sanctum Sanctorum houses a sizable stone Shiva Linga. It stands 2 stories tall, 8.7 meters in the sanctum. It is one of India's biggest monolithic sculptures of a Shivling. The huge 16-story main temple tower has 13 tapering square floors. The square below it has a height of 30.18 meters. The tower is intricately articulated with piers, connected columns, and pilasters that are arranged rhythmically and cover every surface of the tower. A crown stone made of 1 block of 80 tons of granite with a side length of 7.77 meters sits atop the tower. Nandi pairs, each measuring around 1.98 meters by 1.68 meters, are located at each of the 4 corners. The final stupai of this temple rises above from the middle of this granite block. This stupai is around 3.81 meters tall, and it is thought that it was once coated in gold. Even contemporary architects struggle to explain how this enormous capstone was raised and set atop the hollow tower of 216-foot height. Bharatanatyam, the traditional dance of Tamil Nadu, is based on the literature Natya Sastra. 81 of the 108 dancing poses are etched on the top-level corridor wall. It is unknown why the blank stone blocks that make up the 27 unrepresented dance poses weren't carved. The significance of this traditional Indian dancing style by the early 11th century is suggested by the 81 etched positions. There are various scriptures and Tamil inscriptions on the temple walls. The majority of these begin with the typical Tamil and Sanskrit historical introduction to the king who approved it and mentions donations to the temple or temple staff, in some cases locals from the city. Wrapping it up, the Brihadeeswarar Temple is considered the oldest granite temple in the world, but history suggests that there are no granite quarries within 50 kilometers of the temple. Therefore, the large stones used in its construction must have been transported from a great distance. It is quite amazing that Chola architects used crude techniques to carve granite, one of the hardest stones, 1,000 years ago to build this enormous temple. The temple has even successfully weathered climatic extremes, 6 significant earthquakes, and a significant fire tragedy, which makes us wonder about the architecture of the temple time and time again. If you gained something new from our video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to our channel to know more about ancient Indian architecture.